It's Madden NFL 22, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Colts and the reigning NFC champs, and it comes your way next.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 94 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
Shotgun now for Murray. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Play fake. Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, Book. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Book. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
A first down throw for Book. Pass incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Book. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. To throw is Book. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for Indy.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
2nd and short. That's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Steps away, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point safely through. That will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
These two teams all tied after one. Now Murray off play action. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And to give this time to the tailback. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run. I
am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Look from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it.
And this is, oh, my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On play action, it's Murray. It's complete. Vereen. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. touchdown for Arizona. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of script.
Now the ball comes loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. The try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, defense.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brook now. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center, and he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do. Takes it to the 25.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd and inches, Murray throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now Murray again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always wanted to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. On 2nd and 10. Look. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? From the gun, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Book steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Book's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Book. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Johnny Hecker now, standing just about on his own goal line. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you... fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 down, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Book now to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barnes. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Let's go! Let's go!
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Drops it underneath to Thomas. Touchdown! A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Murray going to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
To throw is Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Oh, now Hopkins slow to get up here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And to give this time to the tailback. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And
I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Indy set to go on offense once more. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.